Hey, what is up, guys? Matt King here with All Things Funnels, and welcome back to the channel. Or should I just be welcoming myself back to the channel? I haven't made you guys a video in a really long time. I apologize for that. We've had a lot going on. That being said, um, there's a lot going on in the next month and a half, 2 months, and I want to get back into this. I want to start talking about funnels. I want to start geeking back out on funnels. I asked a question to my audience or to a few people that I've been working with recently. I said, "What's your biggest frustrations? What makes you guys not be able to sleep at night and just makes you want to pull your hair out?" And one simple question, but effective, was a question. Was the whole question was kind of based around like why funnels, like I've been doing funnels for a long time. Like I get it. Like I'm like, all right, well, we want to create funnels because they're funnels. I'm a funnel nerd. I've been doing this for like 10 years before funnels were called damn funnels. And so I was like, all right, let's take a step back and think about this. Why funnels? And I had like a Homer Simpson flashback from The Simpsons. If you guys are Simpsons fans, you guys probably remember this from back in the day. Homer was trying to get some traffic into the bowling alley. I guess the bowling alley that he normally goes to is about to go down. So there's a shot of Homer reading a book, like advanced marketing techniques, and then you see it in the trash. And then there's him reading the book, beginner marketing techniques or whatever, and then you see that in the trash. And then the next shot, because it's Homer, I mean, he just doesn't get that stuff. The next shot is Homer reading the dictionary, looking at the definition of marketing. And, and then he doesn't even get that. So the next shot is just him staring at the bowling ball and getting his ideas. And then of course you see him go into the bowling alley and do some giant crazy thing like blowing shotguns up in the air and freaking everybody out, and it didn't work. But that being said, that was kind of where I kind of stepped back to when I came in to think about this question was I need to step back. I need to go back to the roots. I need to get back to the basics. So I broke out .com secret. I didn't even bring a copy to look flash at you, but .com secrets was Russell Brunson's first book back in the day, like probably I don't know 5 years ago, and I'll leave a link down in the description if you guys are like, what are you talking about, Matt? .com secrets. I'll leave it down there in the description. Go get a copy of it. It's free. Just pay a little bit of shipping, whatever. So that being said, I went back and I found this. This is what I found. Basically, you guys' goals. That being said, this doodle, I love doodles. I love the drawings inside of .com secrets and expert secrets. Um, it's not in there. I looked for it, but like the beginning here, like what we're looking at over here, it says control or don't control. We're talking about traffic and driving that. Controlled traffic would be like ads. Traffic that you don't control would be like organic traffic. Just maybe you made a blog or something like 2 years ago and it finally caught some traction. That's traffic that you should be linking off to something like a break. We're going to call it a break-even funnel, but that break-even funnel is nothing but a sales funnel. You generate a lead, you get a sale. That is the goal of every funnel ever that ever existed in like ever in time. That's a business. Generate leads, make money. Get the lead on the list, monetize the list, and make money. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. You're going to take that traffic that you can control. Those are ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. Maybe it's somebody else's list. You pay them some money and say, hey, send out an email. That's traffic. That's not your traffic, but it's traffic that you can control with a little bit of dough, and you send that into your funnel. Okay. What the idea here is we're going to take that, drive it into this funnel, and you're going to generate the lead with an opt-in page, and then you're going to monetize that lead with a follow-on sales message. Hopefully your sales message, what you have to offer them, solves what? A big problem, and then you would offer them something else. So opt-in page, and then a funnel like an order page, and then an OTO or a one-time offer. This is called a sales funnel, or it could be called a slow or a self-liquidating offer. It could be called a break-even funnel. There's different names for all these things, but they're all referring to the same thing, basically a sales page. So once you've done that, you've now taken them through the process of becoming a lead, and you now own that traffic. When you own the traffic, you have them in a list, and you can drive them into the profit zone with a continuity funnel, Maybe you have a continuity program. It can be as simple as, hey, for 20 bucks a month, I'll be your private little coach, and you can send me videos and I'll critique your stuff or whatever. I've seen that. High ticket, maybe you want to do something where you work with them a little bit closer. Have a high ticket application thing. It could be a webinar. Could be group coaching opportunities. There's a lot of different things that you could do in many different ways, which we are certainly not going to cover here. But if you get like .com secrets, expert secrets, again, link down in the description. There's plenty of funnel options that we'll talk about inside of there. So that being said, I would like to put some numbers to this. Do I still have you guys' attention? Can you guys hang out for like an extra couple minutes here? So that is the what and the why. I'm gonna kind of try to monetize a little bit and put some numbers to this. So first of all, I'm gonna make the world's worst looking funnel that you've ever seen. This is an opt-in here, and then over here we have the sales page, right? So sales page. So what most people are going to do is they're going to get that lead. They're going to get a lead over here. They're going to get that person to opt in, and they'll get their name on a email list of some sort. This is going to be that's an envelope. That's supposed to be the email list. So when they get the lead, it goes up there, but they also get immediately dropped over here on the sales page. Maybe there's a video of something, and then a little button that says order now or whatever. Okay, so the idea here, somebody's driving ads, or somebody's paying money to get some traffic over here. Maybe it's Facebook, whatever. That's where the traffic's coming in from. So there's a certain percentage of people that are going to get in here and buy. Maybe you get 100 people there, maybe like 4 or 5 people will actually end up buying. And then over here, like on the other side of this, you might spend like $100 here, and in Facebook, maybe you spent, hold on, let me just write this in. I'm going to put it in a different color. All right, we'll do red. So let's say you put $100 in over here, and they buy something over here that costs $30 or something, or 27, whatever. Over here, like I said, 4 people buy, so maybe you made like 30. What's $120 if you're lucky? So 30. That's right. $120, right? So $120. That's actually profitable right there. But what if you only had one person buy? That's 30. You don't know how many people are going to buy until they buy, right? So let's do this. All right. So what if we add a couple more things to this? We're just going to go and we're add in a couple other little things. On the sales page, you can do what's called a bump, which is like hey, this might accelerate what you're doing. You might make a little more money off of that. That could be $17 or something. That could be a $17 thing. It could be up to $50. But what it is it's increasing the amount of money that you're making per ticket, per customer. So if you're spending $20 to acquire a customer, $30 to acquire a customer here at this point, or heck, if you only sell once, that'd be $100 to acquire a customer. Hopefully that's not the case. We'd like to see you more around like 20, 25. So that'd be $25 to acquire a customer. You need to make at least $30 to make that profit zone back up. So if it's less, we need to sell them more stuff to try and make that money back as quickly as possible. So a certain percentage of people are going to take this bump, and you're going to make that $17, and you're going to make that $30. Okay, so 30 times we'll just say like 3 people buy that, and we'll say that like 1 person ends up taking that. So now you've made 90 plus 17, or we'll just say 20. So 90 plus 20 is now you've made $110 off of this on your $110 ad spend, right? So I should be using bigger numbers to play with this or I'm just saying like $100, but that might have actually gotten you like 200 leads. So we'll say 250. Maybe it got you whatever. So 250 people are going to turn into maybe a few sales, probably more than 3, but whatever. And so let's do this. Let's add in an OTO page. Okay. So we got that OTO page here. OTO could be called an upsell, an OTO, one-time offer, an upsell. Could be any of that stuff, right? So basically, it looks like the same thing. It's got a buy button, one-click upsell. It could also be called that. Order, right? Click that to buy now. So a certain percentage are going to take the sale, certain amount of people are going to take the bump, and a certain amount of people are going to take that OTO. So let's assume that percentage puts you, and let's assume that this is like 200 and I don't know, let's call it a $297 product. Maybe you have a downsell on it too, right? So either way, you're going to make 300 bucks. So let's say one person ends up taking that, like a certain out of, like normally it's about a 10, 15%. So 10 to 15%, but because I use my numbers like so small, we'll just say one person ended up taking that. Two, this is the worst. This is why I don't use mice to write regular, right? But now you've got 300 plus that the other, so you spent $100, and on the other side you get a bunch of traffic, and you get say 30. Now you got 110 plus the 300, $410 on the other side. That is the why, guys. $410 on a $100 ad spend. You now have a 4-to-1 earnings ratio. You can now make nothing but profit. Every time you go in, you can drive them to the continuity. Now you got them on a list. You can drive them to a webinar. You can drive them to an application funnel and make money however you guys want. Okay, that's how this game works. That's how it works with my clients. That's how it's worked with anything that I built and taking on personal clients. It all works like this. Once you get them through this little gauntlet, and this is the hardest part for people to grasp. Once you get them through this and you've broken even and you're profitable, guess what? Everything from there is gravy. If you can break even, keep freaking going. Just keep going, all right? So that's all I've got for you guys for today. I'm going to go back to this picture over here because it just looks prettier here. But that's it. Take that traffic that you control real quick, or traffic that you don't control, traffic that you do control, run ads, put them through a quick funnel like that and break even. That's all you have to do, and then you can start profit. You can enter into that traffic or that profit zone with continuity, high tickets, application funnels, webinar funnels. There's so many different funnels. All that stuff's inside, like expert secrets and .com secrets. Go get that book. I'll leave again those descriptions down in the description, and also. It's your lucky day. Traffic Secrets, the third book in the installment. So it goes in .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets, which is going to kind of focus pretty much on everything that comes before this. That's coming up, guys. If it's like right now, we're in middle of February of 2020. In the middle of next month, which is March of 2020, Traffic Secret pre-sales are coming up, and then in May they're going to drop the actual launch on us. So we want to. I can't wait. Like I can't wait. Like it's like the biggest and coolest thing coming up this side of 2020, this side of FHL Funnel Hacking Live. For those of you guys that aren't aware. Just get it. They're making it in hardcover. They're going to have a box set available. They redid .com and Expert Secrets. I'm going to have the box set. I'm going to have Traffic Secrets. It's going to be freaking cool. So that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave your link. Not a link. Please leave questions down in the description. Man, I'm just messing this up. Please leave your questions down in the comments. And if you want to join my waitlist, I'm going to let you guys know when this thing goes live, and I'm going to have a lot of bonuses for you guys. Join my waitlist with the description, with the link down in the friggin' description, all right? That's all I've got. It's been great, and I'm glad to be back. I'm going to see more of you guys over the next month or two as this traffic thing kicks off, and hopefully have some amazing value bombs that I can drop on you guys and help you guys out, okay? That's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay awesome. All right. See ya.